Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gearblocks. In the last episode, input lag. Why? Um, Let me just, get rid of that for a second. That should help. The program I use for my controller tends to create input lag for some reason at times. Either way, last episode, I'm still getting input lag. Oh my goodness. Last episode, I did the tutorial stuff, and I'm still getting input lag. Why? And it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but either way, I've been doing some stuff off camera to learn how the game works and get used to building in it, and this is what I've come up with so far. But first, I'm going to try and remove some more input lag, so just one moment. Okay, hopefully that helps. Either way, as I was saying, nope, still input lag. Either way, as I was saying, I was playing quite a bit off camera to just kind of get used to playing, get used to the controls, and so on. And I ended up making the default or vanilla dually into all-wheel drive. Or four-wheel drive, technically, because there's no center diff, so it's four-wheel drive, full-time four-wheel drive. And I put a 3-speed gearbox in it, because I felt a gearbox would be really helpful with creations. So it has a underdrive, I forget the gear ratios, I can pull it up in a minute, but it has an underdrive, a 1-to-1, and an overdrive. And then I put a block in the back and an extra block in between the cab and the box. And then I thought I put an extra block up here, but maybe not. But I just did that to properly attach it to the chassis. I added some extra brakes to it to help slow down and stop. Looks like there's only there's the other one. And yeah, I made 2 buggies as well. Why am I still getting input lag? This is weird. Either way, this one is, oops, Control A, there we go. This one is full-time all-wheel drive, and for some reason it keeps getting rid of the band going between my pulleys on everything. Either way, this has just a normal medium motor. That one has a large motor now. And then it goes to a brake there with a center differential up to a front and rear differential. It has a rear 4-link. I tried making like a slip, I forget what it's called right now, but a drive shaft that can slide. I just need to change the settings. And it's a 2-seater independent front, and yeah, it's just a basic buggy. Some lights and stuff on it. And then I decided to make a little, stop lagging, a little rock crawler thingy that also has a 3-speed gearbox. It has the normal brakes here, and then it has the brakes on the hubs as well, or the knuckles, whatever you want to call them. Come on, highlight everything. Wow, I'm getting really, really bad input lag at the moment. But yeah, it's got the normal brakes, and then these brakes on the hubs, which are on a different button, because I thought it would be cool if it could have like a dig type system, in which you disable drive to either the front or back, so it's only front wheel drive or rear wheel drive. You lock the wheels that aren't being driven, and then it allows you to turn on the spot tighter. And to do that, I just used the clutch gears here. So we've got the motor up top, it goes down to the gearbox, and then down to this gear, which turns all of them. And then whichever gear I enable, it puts drive to that. And these are 4-link axles with, oops, I guess I didn't lock everything to it. I still need to lock some things on, I guess. Like so. Either way, it has the normal rack and pinion steering on the front with the servo on the axle, and then just some links going steering wheel. But it also has a hydraulic type steering on the back. Come on, work properly. Why does this not want to cooperate today? By the way, it has a steering ram for rear steering, and then I use a suspension, a small shock. Oh my goodness, stop it. I'm gonna have to figure this out. It has a medium shock on the front, and then I turned off the spring rate and kept the damping as a steering damper thingy. Wow, I really need to go through and lock some more stuff on this thing. And then the interior, we have RPM, and that is supposed to be speed, but it's not working how I wanted it to for some reason. It disconnected. That's another thing. It keeps randomly disconnecting all my stuff. But either way, I'll just reconnect that really quick. Set that back to speed on top. And yeah, has the normal front steering, and then if I use middle mouse or right mouse, it has the rear steer. And other than the pulleys seem to slip in this, it works quite well. And then it's got taillights and a reverse light and the brakes I mentioned and stuff. Either way, oh, and then sway bars. If you use the CV joints, they have a little bit of torsion to them, which works quite well as sway bars, which I also added to this truck. If it would stop lagging, I could show you. Like so. Either way, I'm going to quickly try and deal with a little bit of lag again. I'm going to... The app I use for my controller isn't even running. So I'm just gonna controller for the moment. And hopefully that helps. I thought it would be cool to try and build a Jeep before I get into the scenarios. So, oops, I didn't want to unfreeze that. I guess I can just drop them all on the ground and then freeze them. So, but yeah, I thought it would be cool to try and build a Jeep. So, I'm going to start with just a normal plate and then make it bigger. Grab the normal seats. I don't know if I should do a 2-door or a 4-door. I personally like, excuse me, the 4-door better. So, I'm going to put one seat there. And then put the other seat. I want to make sure it has a middle there. 4, 5, and then I can put a center console and proper drivetrain in it. And then I will grab the rear seats. I will also put the B pillar in just to kind of myself some spacing. Oops, not what I wanted to move. Game can be a bit of a pain in the butt still when building stuff. I'm going to put the B pillar there, which should yeah, I'm going to move the back seat back by 1. It's not going to be perfect. back by 1, like so. And then I will put... Should I use a plate or here? Put it kind of there. And then I'll go to there, I guess. I should also continue this forwards for the length of the feet. I'm not sure how I want to do the body yet, because I'm not the greatest at doing bodies. I've, as you can tell, so far have just been doing like tube chassis stuff. Bring it back. And it also moves things weird on, like, even if you use this, it doesn't quite move things properly still. But the game's in early access, I believe, so it's gonna not be completely perfect. Okay, bring this back to here. Bring it back one more. So, and then I'm also going to shorten this, as if I'm correct. Jeeps do have a bit of a sill here. So, this down same height as that, and then I'll use another L plate here, I guess. So, except there's going to be a bit of a hole, and this goes up a bit higher. That should be okay. Here's an L plate for the firewall, because I believe Jeeps basically just have a flat firewall. Get down to the same height as that one. That should be okay. Looks like there's like a 1 block gap. I guess I could put this beam up here. I should also make it a bit narrower like that. There we go. And I can move this seat over by 1. Move this over by 1. I'm going to delete this beam, just copy that one, because then it's already the same length. Ready? Copy this, turn it around, there, bring this into there. So, that's actually a tad bit wide. Oh. Okay. And then put in another rear seat. Like it goes here. 1 block forwards. Like so. And then add in this bit. This needs to come forwards by a block. Back seats might need to go back a bit, but I'm not gonna get this perfect. This is the first body I'm doing, so a proper body. Alright. That's in the wrong spot. There we go. And then I should be able to build off the front of this. I just need to put this beam on here. And then grab the wheels I want to use so I can get the spacing proper. Do I want to use these wheels? I might end up using these wheels eventually, but I'll probably start off with the truck wheel. 3 by 11, 5.5 by 11. Yeah, it's probably best to start off with these wheels. And then they'll stick out a tiny bit. And they should go around here, I think. And then this wheel should be like here. So I'm going to make this part shorter. Like so. And then how high should these be though? Because I know they're a bit lower than here, and that's only one block lower, so I think I'll just leave it like that. Excuse me. Can I build off the front of this? Ooh, I can. But I'm going to also use a plate. Where should the steering wheel go? Probably... yeah. There-ish. I'll bring this forwards. I'll probably end up putting a plate on either side for the length. I don't know, that's okay. That's gonna work just fine like that. Then I can put the steering wheel on. I can also put another plate on top of it. Actually, I'm going to use another L plate. So, use this for like the top of the dashboard. So, and then I can put another plate in there for sealing it off, I guess. That looks okay for now. Ooh, that's not attached. I can run a beam down the middle for now to attach everything. Or I can use the, oops, back, there we go, sloped plate. So, to make like a transmission tunnel kind of thing, I think like this will be okay. This will probably just end up being some kind of weird like SUV thingy rather than a Jeep. Back, that's already as long as it can be. Copy it and just back more. So now the floor should be all attached. And then I can run just a normal beam down the middle. Height is a little weird because of how I'm doing it, but that's okay. And then I can now narrow the floor like this so that the transmission tunnel is actually usable. I'll just copy these plates. It would go where I want it to. I should have lifted everything up first. There we go. And and then copy this one, fit to here. What I mean is going up when I just want it to go to the side. And I have no idea why. Here we go. Okay, I now have to fix this a bit. So I will go like that. And so, I can grab a plate, make it really small, and mount the middle one onto there. If it cooperates. So, ooh, it's too high. Actually, instead of doing that, why don't I just use another L plate? Will this work? I don't think this is quite going to work how I wanted it to. Just go like this. It can be a little bit lower in the middle, that's okay. For now. If it bugs me too much, I can change it after. Alright, so that will give some space for things to... Is the seat not locking into place? I'm gonna lock all of this together for now. Interesting. Maybe I need to move... See, but these seats are working fine. What if I just kinda move that and then put it back? Hold on. Now none of the seats are attached. Why not? Lock these into place so they all just kind of stick together. Locked, that's locked. Oh, because this isn't locking on this side. Okay. Excuse me. I need to widen it a little bit. So I will unlock everything again. And widen everything by 1 block. Bring this out here. That's not gonna quite go where I want it to, so I'll just kind of do this for the moment. Actually, if I go like that, this will work. Go. Do the same on this side. Oops. Nope. Everything out. Widen the firewall. So, and if need be, I can make the tunnel a bit bigger and so on, but the gearbox and thingy should fit in the front. Oh yeah, the gearbox. 3-speed, first gear is 3.375 to 1, second is 1 to 1, and then third is 0.296 to 1. I should have mentioned that earlier. I also made a trailer and then a little go-kart to just kind of test gearbox, but either way. I guess now I should first. Back floor needs to come up to here, roughly. So I can just use an L plate. So, bring it over. So, comes over to the edge of the seat, and then just past the wheel. And there's the rear floor. Except, yeah, that's fine there. Yeah, that should be fine like that. I can fill this in a beam. So, can I lock everything together now? Ooh. This needs to widen. And so does upper one. So, oh, see what I mean? It's really weird sometimes. I don't get it. There we go. Lock those into place. Lock that. Follow this. I don't want it separating. Okay, that should be pretty much everything. These can move over by one now and actually attach to the floor. So, that everything fits properly. Oh. Alright, oh. I haven't locked quite everything yet. I'll need to lock the rear floor in. And these pillars. Okay, that looks like everything. To grab the sloped plate. And I can't attach it where I want it to. So if I shorten this here, yes. No, that's not quite going to work either. How? Excuse me. I guess I can make this one a bit more narrow. Just bring a beam up from there. And maybe this will attach. How I want it to? Not quite. Building in this is so weird. Ooh, I've got an idea. I'll bring this back across. And then I can bring a beam up. Come on. Oh, I can't attach it there either. I've got another idea. Come on. Oh, it's locked over here still. If I bring this back by one, so I should be able to attach it onto here. Then... Okay, it's... Why don't I just do this for now? Oh, don't move. Just get a bit bigger. There we go. Relock all that into position. I'm also out of time for today, so I'm just going to quickly put this beam there. The sloped plate onto here how I wanted it. It's not quite the right height, but that'll allow me to just put a flat hood on it. And then bring this out like the fender. There we go. I'll do this quickly on the other side. Down to the right height. See, and now things aren't quite the right height, but there's only really so much I can do. I can fill it in with some panels and stuff. And then Alt-click to copy. And there we go. That's a bit long. This wheel can come out a bit further. Shorten this by 1 for now. And just lock everything in for now. Why is this not actually attaching? Why won't it go there? There we go, it's working now. Alright, is anything not attached? This beam on this side is not. I forgot to put it on that side. Alrighty. And yeah, that's all I've got time to do today. But you can kind of tell the look I'm going for. It's slowly coming together already. I'll kind of lower it down towards the ground a bit. It's a bit easier to work on and see everything. But hopefully I can get this all to work. Hopefully I can get a proper chassis to fit under it and so on. But that is it for today. I will come back and... Actually, I could put another beam there and move this floor back, but either way, I can do that in the next episode. Yeah. I guess that's it for now. I'll put the... If I can fit it, I'll put the gearbox and either a medium or a large motor under the front. Hopefully the batteries will fit too. And then I plan on using straight axles with lockers and stuff. And oh yeah, this has lockers as well. These two gears here, one's a clutch and one's a normal one. And it just stops the one axle from rotating separate from the differential, which makes them both spin at the same rate. Either way, I'm just going to keep going on, but I don't have time to. So, yeah, if you've got any tips or tricks, things to make building a little easier, please let me know. And other than that, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.